Since the 1970s, every automobile in America has been equipped with a catalytic converter. They reduce emissions and convert harmful chemicals into carbon dioxide. But what makes them expensive, especially on the black market, are the precious metals inside the devices: platinum, palladium, and rhodium. The Urbana Police Department has seen a total of 77 stolen converters, or CATs, in just the past year. Sam Haupt is a University of Illinois graduate who lives in Urbana. He parks his car in the street outside his apartment. In August of last year, Haupt left his apartment to get groceries on a clear morning. Once in his car, he turned the key in the ignition, and
basically the moment that happened, I knew there was no catalytic converter because, like I said, it was just like so loud. It sounds like there's like no muffler.
Converters are required to have by federal law. It cost Haupt $2,000 to replace his, and his insurance only covered the first $1,500. Haupt makes a living as a musician playing weekends in Urbana, and $500 isn't easy to come by.
I was pissed off. Catalytic converters are expensive, and my insurance didn't cover it all. I'll just get this shield, spend even more, hope it doesn't happen again.
While Haupt was upset about the situation, he says he can understand the desperation behind the thefts.
For a minute, I empathize with the thief. Shit, it's hard out here. You're gonna resort to theft, which is a sin as far as I'm concerned. In a way, I get it. It's I'm sure you don't want to be stealing catalytic converters. How much money is it really?
About $1,000. That's what J.D. Power, a global analytics company, says a converter goes for on the black market. But Lieutenant Mike Cervantes of the Urbana Police Department says thieves may take whatever they can get and sell them to less than reputable scrapyards. He says stealing cats is an opportunity for smaller groups of people to make some quick cash. But who really profits from the stolen converters are the scrapyards.
Catalytic converters contain 3 precious metals: rhodium, palladium, and platinum. So depending on how shady the scrapyard is, I guess, for lack of a better word, they may not care. They just want it so that they can sell it. They can turn around and profit off of the metal.
Cervantes says he has no leads that could end in local arrests, but the department is working with other counties where thefts have occurred, hoping to connect the dots.
I think they're taking them to other states. I think they're taking them to surrounding areas. I think from knowing, we just recently made an arrest on a catalytic converter theft. If they're not local, we don't know who they are. They're traveling from various areas and they're in and out quickly. If they hit 2 or 3, then go to another state or go to another county. It's difficult for us to track them.
Cervantes says Priuses, Jeeps, and other cars that are easy for thieves to crawl under are most vulnerable. Installing cameras near your home, parking inside a garage, and even carving your driver's license or phone number into the converter itself can help. Car owners can also install skid plates or metal shields around the devices that make access more difficult.
In my 18 plus years as a police officer, one thing that I've learned is generally predators will go for the easiest prey. But if I'm a thief, like I said before, and I see one with either a skid plate or even a serial number on it, I might say to myself, this one's going to be a little bit harder to sell. Why not just go on to the next one? It's not going to stop them, but it's a deterrence.
Sam Haupt took his advice to heart. Along with replacing his catalytic converter, he also had a mechanic install a $200 cat shield on his 2008 Prius. I'm Erin Wunderlich for Illinois Newsroom.